Hey guys, welcome back to another video. On today's episode of the Glow Up series, we're going to be talking about finding your purpose. So, the whole point of finding your purpose is finding that thing that God created for you to do that you can also bring glory to Him and share His love throughout whatever it is that you do. And your purpose can fall under many categories, like, for example, being a mom, being a wife. You can also find purpose in your work, hobbies, and interactions. So, for example, being a mom is a ministry, and being a wife is also a ministry. Purpose is not specifically categorized as working at a church or anything like that. Purpose has to do with you, your gifts, your talents, and your abilities that God placed inside of you. And those are the things that you're going to use in this world. And while you're doing those things, you're also going to, shine your light and share the love of God. And for example, I'm a multi passionate person. There's so many things that I love to do, but there's some things that I love more than others. We all relatively have a purpose in this world of representing God in whatever we do. And that could be in a community, in a group, in your day to day life, in your interactions, even in your home life. And then a calling is like the assignment or the work that you are to work on during a season of your life or the entirety of your life. A calling can change. Purpose is like the bigger picture. So a calling can be where you use your gifts and talents. And a calling essentially leads to the bigger purpose that God has for our lives. When it comes down to finding your gifts and talents that God placed inside of you, it comes down to praying and trying. Because I, for example, experienced in my life where I didn't even know what my purpose was, what my calling was, what I was good at, what my gifts, talents, none of that. Because I feel like when you go through a lot in life and you're so, like I said, when you go through a lot in life, you're in survival and you're not really aware of your gifts and talents sometimes, or you're not aware of what you like and who you are. And you know, I've been there. I've experienced that. So I understand. So you have to ask God what it is that He created you to do. What are the gifts and talents that He placed inside of you? Because we all have been created with gifts, talents, abilities, skills that might be dormant until it's time for you to start using them in your life. And even if you think that you don't have anything special about you, there's definitely something in there that God placed in you, because I feel like the purpose of us even being in this world is not to work a 9 to 5, is to use our gifts. And that's how we should be able to provide for ourselves in this life. God placed everything we need inside of us for us to be successful in this life. So that's definitely something to start praying about if you don't know what yours is yet. And when it comes to passions, it can be tricky because God says not to follow the desires of your hearts and not to lean on your own understandings. So it can be tricky. So these are places where we need to be fully surrendered to God so He can let you know, in fact, if this is something that He wants you to use in your life for your greater purpose. And like I said earlier, when it comes to finding your passions and these kind of things, you need to pray about, because some people go through life not even knowing what their gifts are, what their skills are, what their talents are, none of that, because life can be a distraction and we can be in survival mode and all these things. As you guys may or may not know, I love to sing. That's like one of my biggest passions in life. And this is something that I always knew as a kid. I always knew that I wanted to do something in music, that I love to sing. Obviously, I probably didn't think it was possible ever, but it's something that I didn't really explore much throughout my childhood or throughout my life, even because I didn't feel like I was good enough. So I just kind of pushed it to the side. Now, coming into my adult life, when I was praying about my purpose and about what God wanted me to do with my life, what I said was, okay, I like all these things, but I love this. Now, I want to challenge you to make a list, okay? Right. My gifts are, my talents are, and my passions are. Okay. And with all that information that you write there, God is able to speak to you on what your next steps are and how you can work towards. Once you make these lists, you can journal about it. And journaling is something that has helped me a lot in my life with healing and with even getting answers, because you're getting your thoughts on paper. So I have these journals available. You can click the link in my bio, in my description box, and you can get them there. So, yes, in the Bible, in Habakkuk, God talks about writing down the vision and making it plain. And I feel like when you have a vision, you have to write it down, because if you have goals and you want to achieve them, you're not going to get anywhere if you don't write it down, if you don't know what you're even working towards. So, yes, I think that these journals I created are going to be really good and really helpful for you. This personally is my favorite, just believe. And let me show you what it looks like on the inside. So this is what it looks like on the inside. This one is currently on sale right now, so you can get it for a good price. Go check it out. Click the link in my description box and yeah, get it there. Anyways, I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. Anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. See you on the next one. Bye.